St. Louis, Missouri. I am your host at Hot BFF with two P's. Joining me from Eagan, Minnesota, home of the legendary Scott Fish, we have Nick Sparts. Nick, good morning.
Morning. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. I am excited. I'm ready. I'm rocking the Bears jersey. I've got 3 championship games today, so I'm excited to get this going. Hopefully, nothing too terrible happened to anybody yesterday.
Yeah. Hopefully nothing too bad happened to anybody. It was a pretty solid set of games. If you started the Titans defense, you ended up okay. No real major duds that came out of left field, thankfully. Rivers, I mean, even though he didn't play well, was kind of expected to be a rough matchup for him.
Yeah, you did listen and not get sentimental when Dan and I said don't get sentimental, right?
Yeah.
Good. Alex, good luck to you also. Jake, good morning. We'll go ahead and jump into some news. First off, some programming notes, though. There will, due to the holidays and everything, there will not be a show dropping next week. We do not acknowledge Week 17 as an existing thing, so there will not be a show dropping next week. We will drop a show on, I believe, New Year's Eve that will be probably recorded Friday, so we'll get back with that. Some superlatives, probably a award style show like we do every year. The other note is for YouTube. While content is still going to be available on YouTube, every episode will not be live throughout the off-season. So the way that we kind of do this is in the off-season, we like to keep a little bit more flexible of a schedule. So you can expect Monday episodes until about March, and then they'll start dropping Monday, Wednesday. But they won't be. Most of them will not be recorded live. We will still do live streams, but we'll let you know ahead of time when those are. So if you're looking for our content, even if you can't catch it live, you can still find it on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Podcast Addict. Wherever you get your podcast at, we will be there. It's just not going to be live streamed.
And the other big thing is to make sure that you do keep dropping any questions you have in the comments on YouTube, just because that'll be the easiest way for us to answer them for you. We won't answer them live on air, but we can at least respond in text that way for you guys.
Yeah, that, or we may do a segment like following a show of episodes from the previous show or something like that. Jake has a question before we jump into news. Jamal Williams and Nick Chubb or Leonard Fournette and David Johnson in half PPR? Nick?
Oh, sorry. Did not mean to get that playing. I'm kind of confused as why they're paired like that. I would take the Chubb side, though, because he's my favorite out of the 4.
Yeah. I also would. I do like David Johnson this week, though, too.
Order for me, it would go Chubb, Johnson, Fournette, Williams.
I'm right there with you on that. All right. I think that's it for programming notes. Really, just we'll do some season recap, and then we'll get into dynasty rookies, and then we'll start doing team previews. So if you're new and weren't with us throughout last year, we do go pretty extensive for you dynasty players out there. Or mix and match. Yeah, Jake, that's a mix and match. I think that we're both Nick Chubb and David Johnson on that train.
Yep.
All right. And some news for you. The Rams are planning for Todd Gurley to play in Arizona, barring a setback from Adam Schefter this morning. Actually, he is expected to go.
Have a contingency plan.
Yeah, have a contingency plan if he can't, but he is expected to play. Julio Jones checks out in warm-ups. He is going to play. I guess there's one more activity. DeAndre Hopkins is going to play through the ankle injury as we expected.
Hilton is as well.
And Hilton is as well. On the defensive side of the ball, Sean Lee is going to be a healthy scratch for the Cowboys. He would have been on a snap count anyway, but Nick, that was one of the reasons you were not a fan of Cameron Brate. Not that Leighton Andresh is a slacker at all. But
Sean Lee is a fantastic cover linebacker and gives him another way to possibly scheme away from him. So it does help Brate slightly with Lee out.
It does. In coaching news, another inactive, Spencer Ware is inactive, and Larry Fitzgerald could return for 2019.
That would surprise me a little bit, but he's still performing out there.
Well, he's giving input also on the Cardinals head coach because they're expected to fire Steve Wilkes, but a report this morning said Larry Fitzgerald wants to keep him around. So I don't think that you really care if you don't plan on playing. Other coaching news, Jim Caldwell is supposedly going to be a head coaching candidate for anybody that wants to be mediocre.
Yep. If anyone decides that 8-8 is good enough, you can hire Jim Caldwell.
Yep. It's still a step better than Jeff Fisher.
Yep.
Spencer Ware, I already said that. Adam Gase is in danger of getting fired, which I don't know why or how, because whether you want to believe it or not, the Dolphins have, I think, overperformed this year.
He has still definitely made some very questionable coaching decisions, though, specifically like on his usage of Kenyon Drake and things like that, though. So I could see where the organization is frustrated with what he's doing.
I can also, and if they see it as the team's winning in spite of him, then I get that. Alex, full PPR, Damian Williams or Jamal Williams, flex behind Kamara, Chubb, and Mixon.
Damian.
Right there with you. And then he also has C.J. Anderson and Kelly on the bench, but the late start means I'm probably benching them. Yeah, I would not roll the dice on that with Gurley expected to go. You've got insulated volume in both Williamses, actually, so I would just go that route. The Patriots could see a coaching exodus this offseason. And the Panthers are probably going to retain Ron Rivera, which I would honestly expect.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, with them having to shut down Cam, they've kind of written this season off, and it'd be kind of unfair to Rivera if they fired him after that, when obviously, like, the last 4 weeks, his shoulder has not been okay.
Right. And, yeah, the offense they were playing well before Cam got hurt, which it's an unfortunate thing, but I don't really know how much you can hold injuries against the coach.
Yeah, especially something like that too, where it's a known issue with your franchise quarterback, and it just is what it is.
Yep. Agreed completely. Let me see if we can get some weather updates here also, by the way. As we wait for more in and outs to show up. Hey, by the way, just while we got some time to chit chat here, I think I've been most annoyed this week. This is a Hopper Vince segment by all the bad Mike Williams advice that I've seen. Because I've seen a ton, I saw, and it doesn't really matter now, a ton of, do I start Mike Williams questions? And there are way more people saying yes than they should have. So, just a reminder, narrative matters more than stat lines. If somebody outperforms, look at why they outperform.
Yep. And especially, it was a much tougher defense. Even if Allen hadn't played, I wouldn't have expected an amazing game for Williams. But with Allen back, that just torpedoed Mike Williams as a start.
Right.
So, yeah, he was my sit of the week for a reason, and I'm glad I stuck with that one.
The only thing that looks like it could be bad is Denver at Oakland on Monday, which will be in the rain with wind gusts up to 23 miles an hour weather-wise. Everything else looks
more of a running game, which most people were starting the running game anyway.
Yep. Green Bay at the Jets is going to be, 40, which isn't bad. So is Cincinnati at Cleveland. So really, most games are going to be 40s to 60s weather-wise and everything. So I think we're okay there. All right, Sean, McCaffrey, Mack, or Chris Carson half PPR? CMC?
Man, that is a tough decision to make because I want to start all three of them.
I do too. Sleek.
I think you can't sit McCaffrey, but man, do Mack and Carson have some good matchups.
Yeah, I don't know how you sit McCaffrey, though, who's been consistently week in, week out, giving you 100-plus scrimmage yards with touchdown upside, and with it being half PPR. The receiving upside in half PPR for McCaffrey is so much better than Mack or Carson. I'm interested to know, though, what you're starting in your other running back slots or your flex spots, too, just based on those three, because I love those three guys this week. I actually believe I might be starting that same trio in a championship game this week, honestly. I think I am.
Yep, agreed, though. I think it is still McCaffrey, even though I love all three.
Mm-hmm.
All right, any more questions, guys?
I don't think I have any asking for friends. Let me check. Other running backs are Zeke and Chubb. Okay. You're in really. That's a good problem to have. Yeah, it's Zeke.
Congratulations on your title.
Congratulations on your title. It's Zeke, Chubb, and CMC for me.
Yep.
Massdiffer, that's new. Welcome. Jalen Samuels or Damian Williams in flex?
Williams.
Full PPR. Williams?
Yep.
Okay. And then Alex, Baldwin over Pettis, right? PPR again. I would say yes.
Much easier matchup. And Baldwin appears to be healthy as far as we can tell. So, yeah.
Yeah, I would go that route. Not that there's not a narrative where Pettis doesn't perform, but I'm much more comfortable with Baldwin.
And I expect Wilson to actually have to throw a decent amount finally.
Yeah, I do too.
Looks like Deonta Foreman's going to get his first action.
That interesting watch. Don't run out to start him. It does temper Alfred Blue a bit, but I don't know that you're going to see. They're going to be split. You're not going to see a full Deonta Foreman workload. Kawan Short's out against the Falcons. And Tevin Coleman news.
Cool. That helps.
LeGarrette Blount is active, so we talked about that as far as
Zenner being a possible play, so it looks like that's out.
Yeah. Xavier Howard is out for his third straight game. Not that there's a Jacksonville receiver I want to start.
It's more of a ding, too, if you were trying to start the Dolphins defense.
Yeah. TJ Yeldon's inactive for Week 16 against the Dolphins.
My guess is they're trying to see this kid they've got who they've been scratching Hyde and Yeldon for the last 2 weeks here.
Who's that?
I'll try to find his name again.
Sure. Not that anybody cares fantasy-wise, but Charles Clay apparently does still exist. He's a healthy scratch this week. And the other stuff is things we've already reported. LaShawn McCoy active. DeAndre Hopkins active.
It's David Williams is the kid's name.
Oh, okay. Wasn't he the other LSU back?
No, that's Darrell Williams.
That's right. Hold on. Draft Day 3 Part 2. Looking for my notes on David Williams.
He played at South Carolina and Arkansas. Round 7 pick.
Big back between the tackles guy, depth at most. He was drafted by Denver in round 7. And then
and then they cut him for Lindsey.
Right. Probably a much better move. Yeah, no, that's the only notes we had on him. He was not highly touted at all, apparently. So yeah, if there's any more question, guys, go ahead and get them in here. Otherwise, I know it's week 16. It's championship week. A lot of people are not playing. If you are, you're lucky. And congratulations. I'm going to go through here again to make sure I don't have any starting for our friends while I got you here, Nick.
Okay. Kicker question.
Oh.
Cody Parkey or Matt Bryant?
Go Cody Parkey. He's been good since he hit 4 uprights.
Yeah, 6'6", 9'6", 11 his last 5.
Bryant's got... How much do you trust Taylor Heineke to keep up with Atlanta?
Well, that's what I'm thinking is there might be some short fields for Atlanta and they just kick field goals.
Right. Oh, here's a quarterback 2 question. Nick Foles or Eli Manning?
Foles.
Okay, Eli Manning or Tom Brady?
Ooh, Brady. But not
questions
not
I did not think I would be asking.
Yeah, without Odell though, I can't start Eli.
Randall Cobb officially out, by the way.
No shock.
As expected. I think that was it. Adam Humphries or Tim Patrick? Went Tim Patrick. Yep, that was it for that game. Thank you for your help in our Superflex show, or Superflex League. Uh,
Mhm.
Speaking of which, that's been a lot of fun. Jay and I are projected within 2 points of each other for that
Oh, fun.
championship, so that'll be good. My other championship league is Yahoo. By the way, I hate Yahoo. Are you kidding me?
What?
No, I thought Yahoo stuff was down.
No.
That'd be a real bad time for that. Mac over Cohen is pretty chalk. Yep, I'm good there. Ingram, Damian Williams, or Mixon, sit one PPR.
Ingram, easily Ingram.
Yeah, Damian Williams and Mixon both have backfields to themselves, and really,
Nice matchups.
it's nice matchups too, right?
Yeah, the only place I'm starting Ingram is because I don't have a choice. I would be trying to find anyone else I could slot in over him.
Right. Cool. That's what I had. Yep. No problem. All right. Well, you ready to put a bow on this season, Nick? You want to call this one early?
Yep, let's go ahead and call this one early. Tweet at us at BeerFueledFF. If you got any more questions, I'll get those answered for you. You can also tweet at us individually at you got Christopher Hopper.
I'm at Hot BFF with 2 Ps. You've got Nick Sparts joining us from Minnesota.
Yep, at Nick Sparts. Tweet at us if you got any more questions, guys. We'll try to get those answered before the noon kickoffs here. Just remember, championship week, use your bench spots wisely. If you're not starting a player and you're not holding them for a particular reason, you should be playing defense. Make sure your opponent can't grab anybody. So if you see a team with Gurley, I would grab other late options just in case he ends up becoming a healthy scratch. And similar with the Sunday and Monday night games, look at your opponent's bench or starting players and find ways to try to block them.
Yep. You can also, by the way, tweet at us and let us know how your championship games go. First off, we absolutely want to know that. If we helped you, let us know. If we screwed up, let us know. But best of luck to everybody. Thank you so much for joining us this season. The Sunday episodes, or I can't speak for the other two, but the Sunday episodes have been my favorite ones to do this year because we're laid back. We get to interact. I really have enjoyed the live stream element of our shows throughout the season, being able to interact with the listeners, answer your guys' questions as they come in, and make some good conversation points as well.
Yep. The only my only complaint for the Sunday morning streams is I'm often decently hungover, like I am again today. But
yeah,
beyond that,
I figured you'd be struggling today. I'm pretty good today, but I knew I had to travel, so I laid off for the most part. A couple glasses of bourbon. That's about it.
I got myself into too many Minnesota beers.
Yeah, I was hitting the bourbon last night, but not too hard. But thank you for joining us throughout the season. As always, we do not cover Week 17. If you play in Week 17, you're wrong. I have 2 leagues that play in Week 17. Not that I commissioned, though. And we'll be back on New Year's Eve with some superlatives and some season wrap-up for you. And then from there, we'll kind of let you know what to expect going forward. So
Yep. So keep an eye out for that.
Yep, keep an eye out for that. Again, that will not be live. That will be pre-recorded probably the Friday before and released on New Year's Eve. So video you'll still be able to find on YouTube. Make sure you hit the subscribe button to be notified throughout the offseason when things come out. We are season long. We just don't keep the same number of shows all season.
Yep.
All right. And unless there's anything last minute that is rolled in, there is not. We will catch you guys next time. And really, next time for this show will be September of 2019.
Yep, we'll catch you guys later. Good luck in your championships, everybody.
Good luck. We hope to see y'all in the offseason, interact with y'all in the offseason. Take care.
Later.